Hey guys, HappyFireBallMan, and here today we'll be reviewing our QP. Wait, let's see, the PQ11. Now, this is supposed to be a competitor to the Supra. Like, it already feels powerful. Like, it just wheel spins because I have the electronic stability control on it. I could have gave it all-wheel drive, but I decided to make it rear-wheel drive. It's really uncontrollable. That's the thing in BeamNG. Anytime you try to make a car, don't expect it to have like great handling characteristics if it's rear-wheel drive. Because rear-wheel drive will like just slip easily. I guess. Super hard, but no, that's not the point. This is just supposed to be a super contender. It has the inline 5 turbo instead of a inline 6 turbo. It makes it roughly around the same horsepower numbers. Remember, the Supra only makes 350-ish horsepower, while this makes 300 horsepower. So their power levels are considerably similar. How? Well, this only has one cylinder less. So if we gave it one more cylinder, if we did 300 divided by 5, that would mean 60 horsepower per cylinder. So it would have 360 horsepower. So it's quite comparable. Because if it did have an inline 6, then it could compete with the Supra's power levels. But remember, this car is like light, and it can't do this course because the front end does not have any power being given. You want to always go on the side, but like no matter how hard you try, it'll like want to go in the middle. And see, look, it's having a hard time. It's just stuck. And yeah, it can't do that. Maybe the Supra can, but this is more of a expensive drift build. Just super easy to take to like brake traction. Now let's go and talk to the elemental strips, shall we? We're trying to brake traction. We're not trying to brake traction, but this is trying to brake traction. And later on, they'll have understeer. And this is the problem. It has oversteer. We could fix it by giving it all-wheel drive, or sacrificing with aerodynamics. That's the thing. It needs like all the weight. Not weight. I mean, it needs like it to be forced onto has to have like downforce forcing it. And it just looks like a front wheel drive car because like the front wheels are like going faster than the rear wheels. You see how faster the front wheels are going? You can go on the rest. No, it just slipped. No, it's stuck. Okay, let's go. I mean, it can go, but it's going to slip easily. This is super feisty. 360 horsepower if it had an inline 6. That's the thing. If it had an inline 6, 360 horsepower. Remember, the engine is also smaller. And the inline 6 would be smaller than the Toyota Supra, so if we made it to the same size, it could be that it'll be more powerful. And it surprisingly was able to do that. This is what I don't like. It wants to go one direction with your rear-wheel drive. At least just see if we can do this. Yeah, we can do it. No one's gonna buy this for off-roading. Of course, it's a sports car, but really, I'm doing this just for wheels. Now, would they drive a car like this? No. They would like to drive easier cars to drive. Like, what do I mean? Like, the police force won't drive cars that require a lot of skills. It'll be like in any country or any part of the world, they want like easy and simple cars that doesn't like require like too much skill. Like, sure, Divine has a Camaro and probably a Mustang, I think. And like a lot of real drive cars, but it's more of a police chasers, not actually like going for high speed racing. And it's sometimes for like just there for like just show. Yeah, sure. Japan has like 350Z Skylines and a lot of things, and probably and I think an RX-7 and some RX-7s. But it's not like this where it's like slippery. Now the Eskimos will probably like it. But it's gonna be like a hard car to drive. Like super slippery. Now, see on a track like this, it almost had grip. Like it's super easy for it to like lose grip. If it was like all-wheel drive, sure it may have like worse gas mileage, maybe be heavier. But look, it at least needs like that to go. Now we have standard infotainment. Like, who would pay $80,000 for a car that doesn't have like luxuries? Well, I need some cars that can go same speed. Some cars that have similar price tags. Would I choose them? Maybe. But this is able to do the 5 stairs by just brute force. Like, no, I'm not dragging anything. It will go. Well, it's stuck now. You're gonna see, an angle for a car like this, the Supra will not do this. Because hey, people are like, won't like just damage their front end like I am doing, as we have infinite budget for the cars. Now, it sure is easy, to say the least, of the 5 stairs. Okay. That slip should be Good enough. If a Toyota SC, after we do this test, I want to talk. And yep, it did the flash there. So if the Toyota SC like was to be made, I'd presume that this is what they're going to kind of do. Like, hopefully they would do this, because this looks more of a cool idea. Just split them in a grill. That's a really good idea. Now let's see if we can go mud bogging. Now mud bogging, I don't think so, because like it's like slippery. It's like going on ice. This is like ice. Like many cars had problems with going on the ice because they were slipping. And this is going to crash. And we're stuck. And that's the thing. It sure gets good gas mileage and it's fast and quick. But you gotta understand, the BRZ is an easy car to drive. Just drive it because it has like 200 horsepower. That's the thing. People will say, oh, it's too slow. But then they'll complain how it's hard to like compete, be competent with a high-powered car. So maybe if it was cheaper and smaller, I guess, and had 200 horsepower, maybe it could be a competent car that anyone could learn. And I hate when I'm like in automatic mode, you cannot go rear-wheel drive. Like you can't go reverse. Now we're stuck. I gotta make it go one way. Yep, now we're getting out, What is sequential? Is this sequential? Oh, it is a manual transmission. Sequential. That's good. Now, what's a good review? I guess. But is it controllable? No. It's just drifting. Like it just wants to drift. Like drifting is like all it wants to do. Just drift. It looks okay and good. But I mean, $82,000. Like the engine is really good. Like it makes 300 horsepower, 60 horsepower per cylinder. I know that's not a lot, but imagine if it was an inline 6. Like the Toyota Supra has a, I think, 3-liter inline 6. This has a 2.2-liter inline 5. So it would be around. It would be under 3 liters. Under 3 liters. And and it'll produce more horsepower. The Supra now has 345 horsepower. This could make 360 horsepower. And with the Supra, it could be faster. This can absolutely go 184 miles per hour. The Supra would go around that speed, but keep in mind that the Supra is $60,000. This is $80,000. A C interior, but one is more going to kill you. I'd say this inline 5 is a good engine, but it's like so torquey. It just wants to spin, spin, and spin. That's basically all it's good for, spinning. It's going to like spin you to your grave. Literally, it's going to like be a Viper. This is like a Viper, but with half the cylinders. How? The Viper had 600 horsepower. Yeah, that's okay. 600 horsepower from an 8.4 liter V10. This has half the power and half the cylinders, the first gen, and it's small. Imagine if we made this, size this up to like a 4.2 liter inline 5. That's how big like one bank would be. That would just be humongous. Oh, very torquey. And it would create more than 1,000 horsepower if it was a V10. So I'm saying it made more power. This makes around the same power that a first gen Viper made. And I know technology has gone better, but that's just amazing. This has help from a turbo, but still, it makes a lot of horsepower. And yeah, that's the end of today's video, and I hope you like it, and that's all. Bye guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and please let me know what to build next.